Now from the host city, and so many Pro Bowls were on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Texans of Honolulu. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Take a look at the defense for these Texans.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
On the give, here's McBride. And he will have the Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, strike. 18 Cardinal, 18.
To throw, here's Ward. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On now is the Titans punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Chigakakro with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some strong running, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they got to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
It's a pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Buggy. 18. What's that?
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Texans hit 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18. What's that? Look the hot.
Here goes Stroud again. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's one way, and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
They'll run on first down. Drummond.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's my heart.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
C.J. Stroud.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay,
And this
ready?
should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, come on.
Here's McBride. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And now a run with McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ready? Back to 60.
Off the play fake, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
79 drop. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Throwing now, Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
From the gun, Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go now. Drop 60. Drop 60.
Ward again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Deputy! 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers, go!
To throw is Ward.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
From 19 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The kickoff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The Titans' 45-yard line.
Already.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1-8.
Now Stroud has his man. It's Shakir.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Oh, right.
Now a handoff up the middle. Drummond. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Oh, right. 18. Let's hurt.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. That went out wide and intercepted.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready? Ready?
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Ward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans use the short field to get in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Drummond. Yeah, pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
118. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
On 1st down, Drummond. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Drummond. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It would be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
An option give to McBride.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Play action. It's Ward. That's complete to DK.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurt. Let's go.
Ward.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw, here's Ward.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans.
Zay Flowers,
59 yards.
and the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Tony.
Stroud off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Another try, second and 10 now.
Oh, Eric. 118. What's that? Why Tony?
Now Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
18. What's that? Buggy. 11.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go, let's go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
That's Stroud's running back complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
You're trying to create space for your running back. The first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second